All right, Steve Jobs, did he practice NoFAP? Well, here is a Telegraph article that talks about it. Basically, his ex-girlfriend, Christian Brannon, whatever his name, Chrisanne Brannon, talks about how they would have tantric sex, and she says right here, however, she added that Jobs was so concerned about saving his energy for work and conserving one's vital energies that he typically preferred not to climax. Also, right here it says, before his rise to international acclaim, the couple shared nights of lovemaking so profound, astonishingly, that some 15 years later, he called her out of the blue just to thank her. Now, so Steve Jobs knew about semen retention, and Steve Jobs was a ruthless, selfish creator. And Steve Jobs is the type of person that would think upon his death every single day. Just like a samurai does, where they actually practice meditations where they visualize different ways that you can die horrific, horrible, the worst deaths imaginable. And you use that to motivate you and make you less afraid of taking action. Steve Jobs lived like every day was his last. He was all in. And this got me thinking about something recently that's really important, and what really starts to come to the surface when you begin this journey is the art of selfishness. It's an actual art, and I do believe that it is literally the way we can change the world. It's not selfishness in the sense that you want everybody else to be fucked over and you want to win. That's actually not selfishness, because if everybody else was fucked over, how would you win? Life is about people. So it's about helping people, allowing them to win with you, giving away, valuable information. Just knowing that it'll come back around. Just knowing that if you share your information that you have now, people will grow and they'll do new things and they'll invent new things that will benefit you in the future. And then that's how you take leaps and quantum leaps into the future ahead and actually, get these new inventions out into the public. That's how you actually, do something in your lifetime that's actually legacy worth, and people remember you forever. Or not remember you, but they're just like, how the fuck did we get so far ahead so quick? How did things evolve so fast? Well, when you share energy, when you share knowledge, when you share and you just give freely, that's when you're the most selfish. And it's a deep concept. There's another thing about selfishness that I want to bring to the surface here, and that is work on every aspect of yourself, okay? There's nobody that can compete with you if you are working on every aspect of yourself. Here's an example, Logan Paul. Why is he at the top of the game? He does a million things. He raps. He's a professional fighter now. He's got a super popular podcast. He was on Vine before that. He makes little skits on Instagram. He does all of these things, and he's exercising all of these things, and you could say he's a jack of all trades, which makes him one of the hardest people to compete with, because he's not competing with you as a rapper. He's just rapping for fun, and his audience just likes to be entertained. His audience just watches him just to be entertained. So it doesn't matter what he does, what avenue he wants to go in. So there's nobody that's better than him. Now, if you think about Logic, the rapper Logic or something like that, all he's doing is rapping. So of course there's going to be a better white rapper than him, Eminem. He can't compete with Eminem. All he has to do is bow down to Eminem. He fucking sucks Eminem's dick. He's just like, Eminem is like, when I met him, I was like nervous. It's like, dude, he's just a person like you, but you don't believe in yourself as much as he believes in himself. And it gets deep when it comes to this stuff, but you need to expand in all directions. Always be creating. Always be actually, going to that next level, whatever that next level is for you. Because at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is the emotions that are in your body. All right, so the emotions that are in your body, the chemicals that are in your body, what are they at the moment? That's what you need to be aware of. That's what you need to be focusing on. I do meditations where I stand and I stare at the sun for 30 minutes straight, and I don't look away, and I keep my arms in the air, and I don't think a thought. I hold that for 30 minutes. For 30 fucking minutes, and in that moment I don't care about anything else in the world. In that moment I'm completely selfish. I'm the most selfish person alive. Because in that moment, I really don't care if you live or die. I really don't care if you're happy or not happy. If you're trying to get a hold of me, I'm meditating. It's profound, but that's what it takes to build the character, the inner character, and that's what it takes for all of us. We all need to build this inner character. That's why I share this knowledge. I don't want to keep it to myself, because that's not what life's about. You got to understand, there's no point of winning alone. Make everybody winners, and then guess what happens? The house of cards fall down and we start over. You gotta understand, the people at the top hoarded all the information. They think like they think, and that's what got us to this point. That's what the Illuminati fucking does, if you want to call it that. The Illuminati. They hoarded all the information and all the fucking knowledge, and they brainwashed everybody in the schools. The Rockefeller Foundation, you can go deep on this research. But that was the old paradigm. The new paradigm, we're in the age of information. You know, information's traveling at light speed now, and people are growing faster than ever. The house of cards is supposed to fall down now. We were suppressed, and that was the first thing that was meant to happen, so that we could build, the pressure would build, and then we launch. And we let go of ego, and we let go of needing to be better than others. And we give freely, because we realize we're all one, and the more they grow, the more I grow. The more they go through something, the more I go through something. The more we go through it together, the more we grow, the more we go up. It's literally about that. However, it does also come down to protecting yourself and watching over your garden, if you will, the garden of your mind, the emotions that are going through your mind. Do you think The Rock gives a fuck about your negativity? No, he doesn't care about any of his haters. The Rock isn't giving 1 second of thought to his haters, not 1 second. And that's the way you need to be. You need to literally be like The Rock, or like Steve Jobs, or like Elon Musk. You're on a mission till the end of your fucking dying days, and whatever it is that you plan to do here on this earth, or whatever happens at the end, was your full potential, and you left it out on the field. And if there's a regret because you gave somebody energy that didn't deserve it, that was trying to take it from you, or you tried something that was futile and you just wasted your energy and your time, then if you have that regret right there, you're not going to feel like you left it out on the field. You're not going to feel like you gave it your all. But if you had the realization that you've maybe done that in the past, well, right now you can change that forever and make up for it by going twice as hard now and expand in all directions, every direction. And that, my friends, is the secret of the 1%. Okay? You're the only person that exists. It's only you. That's all there is. Okay? Everybody else is you. Do you understand? Okay. Well, everybody's on their own point of view. They're all their own point of consciousness. It's one thing, one consciousness with different eyeballs. You need to take care of your eyeballs. If everybody took care of their garden, if everybody sweep their porch, then everybody would be good, and we would be in the fucking stars already. We would understand where we were. We would remember everything. Nothing would hold us back. But it's just that everybody doesn't realize that doing or being selfish actually is better for the whole, and the whole is them. Collective consciousness comes down to each and every aspect and part of it sweeping its own porch and taking care of itself and being self-sufficient. Life is a game of independence. Life is a game of independence. When life started in the Garden of Eden, everybody fell from grace, right? That's what they say. Well, when you fall from grace, you move away from God, you become independent, and you move out amongst the universe. I believe the journey of souls, or the journey of Thoth, or whatever you want to call it, the journey of Thoth, is about life falling from grace, moving away, becoming independent, going out into the universe, getting what it can, knowledge-wise, wisdom-wise, and bringing it back, becoming an enlightened master like Jesus or whatever, becoming enlightened, and then rising up. So it's the journey of souls, and there's different ages of souls, and everybody's a different age. Everybody's a different. They've been a soul for however long it is, right? And the older you are, the more you've already conquered, the more you've already been independent, the more you're ready to bring everybody back, and you're coming back to source, and you're rising and you're ascending. The younger you are, the more you're ready to conquer, the more you're ready to go out and destroy, and so things can be rebuilt later. And it's the process of life. It's the yin and the yang. And you have to understand where your soul is, and that's why they used to write on the temples, know thyself. Know thyself. Because once you know thyself, and you know where your soul is on the journey, you know what your purpose is and what part you need to play. But at the end of the day, if you don't watch after your own emotional state, then you're not knowing yourself, and you're not knowing where you are, and you're not respecting your life's mission. Expand in all directions, and you will have a chance at being part of the 1%. Life's a game of independence and selfishness. Are you going to make it, or are you just going to fucking be like everybody else? It's up to you.